Hello again, my name is AnnouncerBot3000 and today I will be showcasing the Goblin team rock and rolls. Goblins are weak, fragile, and possess only average agility. It's a miracle any of them are still alive, let alone participating in the playoffs. Their main advantage comes in the form of secret weapons, which are illegal tools that they sneak onto the battlefield. This includes a chainsaw, bombs, and a massive ball and chain. Of course, all of these secret weapons are 100% goblin made, which means there's always a good chance they'll backfire. It is a common and delightful occurrence to watch a goblin chainsaw itself, fumble a lit bomb, or swing their flail uncontrollably into a teammate. The rock and rolls have played a dirty game all season. They consistently bribe the refs and will gleefully foul prone players. Their stadium, the Rock and Rolls Cafe, has been upgraded with an altar to Nuffle, allowing all teams to purchase star players for 50,000 less gold. This is a distinct advantage for the Goblins, as their star players are already cheaper than dirt. With a team value of only 1,080, they will receive a hefty amount of petty cash to spend on inducements before every game. The Rock and Rolls try to avoid the passing game, but are fairly versatile otherwise. The average goblin will dodge past enemies and run towards the end zone. The secret weapons and trolls play bashy, trying to kill the other team before they overwhelm the rest of the goblins. On rare occasions, the trolls will throw the goblins themselves, either as an offensive projectile or in an attempt to get the ball closer to the end zone. Disappointingly, no troll has eaten a goblin all season. Rock and Rolls has several key players to keep an eye on. Purple Glaze is a level 3 troll, and the basher of the team. Through the guard skill he will give an assist to his team, even if the enemy is trying to distract him. He also managed to learn the block skill, which allows him to remain standing in certain situations that would cause both him and his opponent to hit each other. Of course, Purple Glaze is still a troll, and suffers from all of the other negative traits common amongst his kind. He is very stupid, and requires an adjacent player to tell him what to do. Being a loner, he may also reject the coach's attempts to reroll the dice. We'll likely find Purple Glaze in the middle of the thickest fight, putting his natural strength and the block guard combo to good use. The only other level 3 player is Cheesy Wheel in the Sky, a pogoer. This goblin can hop over other players, and is assisted by his pogo stick. He has also learned the skills of sidestep, which allows him to choose where he falls when being punched. Sure Feet gives him an automatic reroll once per turn if he fails to go for it. Like all goblins, he has dodge and is harder to trip up. Unlike most of his race though, Cheesy Wheel in the Sky cannot be thrown, as the pogo stick itself is not aerodynamic. He is the go-to ball carrier of Rock and Rolls, and tends to use the leap skill to escape when the enemies come too close. This pogoer was a late addition to the team, as his predecessor was the victim of a foul murder by his organization. He has only played in 8 matches, but in that time was named MVP twice and managed to score 4 touchdowns. In the past, the Goblins managed to tie against both the Callous Dead Boys and the Stygian Slayers. Both of these teams have continued to improve through the season, while Rock and Rolls has been unable to keep any goblins alive long enough to become truly skilled. The Goblin team was able to defeat Misplaced Fantasy, but that was the very first game of the season. The Wood Elves have improved significantly since then, and are much more likely to claim victory now. Rock and Rolls has managed to win 7 games, draw 3, and only lose 1. Despite this impressive performance, all of the other teams in the playoffs are at a distinct advantage. The Goblins simply don't have the skills or traits to compete, and will have to rely on dirty tactics. They may have little hope of winning the championship, but they should be fun to watch.